Right-click menu. Whenever working in AutoCAD, always remember you can right-click and find many available options to you. You can repeat the last commands, repeat some recent inputs. You have isolation choices, as well as copy, cut, paste, very similar to a lot of other programs, and as well as the quick calculator, options, and some zooming choices here. But one useful way to use your right click menu is when you want to choose specific menu snaps. So down here we have various drawing aids, and what we're going to be looking at are these right here, object snaps. If I right click, we have all of these highlighted right now, except for nearest is the only one that I have that is off. I'll go ahead and escape to exit out of that. If I want to draw some lines and I want to make sure that they snap to specific points, but maybe some points are getting in the way. Here my geometry is pretty simple, so there won't be too many confusing points, but maybe I want a tangent point here and it's not really giving me a tangent point, it's just trying to snap to the top quadrant or the left quadrant right here. Well, the way I can get around this is always shift right click, and then I have all these choices here to choose from. So if I wanted a tangent, I can go ahead, look up and down my menu, and I see a tangent right here. I can now choose the tangent choice as I move around the circle. I don't get any more of those quadrants interfering with me. Once I make that choice, now all I have to do is specify my next point. So maybe I wanted to come up here and I was looking for perpendicular, but as I move back and forth here, it seems to keep trying to give me this endpoint, and I don't exactly get another point along this line anywhere. Only thing I'm getting is this extension from that endpoint, which isn't anything that I want. So again, I'll shift right click and I'll go up and down my list until I find what I'm looking for, and here it is, perpendicular. You don't have to have any of these memorized, you can just scan them until you get what it is you need. And once I find perpendicular, I can go ahead and just choose this line here. You can see I can pick kind of any choice, it's still specifying perpendicular. And once I'm done, I'll hit escape to exit the line tool, and there's my perpendicular line that is tangent to this circle and perpendicular to that other line there. I'll go ahead and activate a circle, and as you can see I have many object snaps appearing. I'll go ahead and choose a point here, and as I pull out, again, maybe I wanted it to be perpendicular or maybe I want it to be tangent. You can see it's kind of bugging out as I hover over some points. But anytime you want to specify a specific point, you can always shift right click and choose from any among these. I will choose, let's say, something with a circle. So I'll just choose the center of the circle here, and it hovers over it, and there we go. So whenever you're trying to draw accurately and your object snaps are interfering with each other, you can always do a shift right click, let's show that, and choose from among any of these choices here. You also get some of these from on top, which are temporary track point, from, mid between 2 points, and a point filter. Let's go ahead and explore this mid between 2 points. If I create a circle, well, let's just do a line. I'll choose a line, and I want to put a line starting from this point here. Let me go ahead and hit escape and delete this circle, because I can obviously pick the midpoint of that circle or the center of the circle, and it's actually centered in the midpoints between these. So I want to start my line right in this center here. I can go ahead and activate the line command, shift right click, and choose mid between 2 points. And now AutoCAD is asking me to specify the first midpoint and asking for the second. And now my line's starting from that midpoint there. And I have ortho mode turned on. I can go ahead and turn that off, and then I can freely choose any other additional point that I want to snap to. I'll go ahead and make sure to choose this quadrant here. Hit escape to exit out of that. And that's how you can use your shift right click to access some menus and snap to the appropriate snap.